Okay, so I've decided it is time for a tour of my school sketchbook. It has my real name on top, so I'm not gonna reveal that. But I'm gonna open it up, and it's sort of a tour of how my art has improved since 7 months ago. All right, let's go. There's our assignment sheet. This is first ever one I did in October of a teacup. Ugh, it's not my best drawing at all. I do not like it. This pepper shaper is even worse. Apple is, this is not good either, but this one's my favorite one out of these 5, just because, I can tell what it is. Then we move on to our second, which is in November. It's a watch container. I actually kind of like this one. So this one is supposed to be Coke and a red Solo cup. I see this one, don't like this one. I don't like this overall. Felt tip pen and Roku remote. Again, not the best, but you can see. Okay, this is when I actually start to like what I'm doing. So this is a Mr. Goodbar and a York candy, because we had to draw like 2 candies. I don't remember. But yeah, we had to draw 2 candies for this one, so I did a Mr. Goodbar and a York. After that, we had to draw 2 items that represented our school. So I drew our school tie and then a cross, because it is a Christian private school, which, I'm not endorsing any religions, just, this is the school that I go to. Next one was to draw a hand. For my first attempt, I'd call this good. This one, now it's starting to get good. This was 2 Christmas decorations, because we had to draw, like, I don't even remember again, but I decided on, like, the tree topper we had, which was a hat and one of the ornaments. This is an upside-down dog bowl, which, not bad. This one was weird. I went with, so we had to draw like 3 random objects. I went with a potato, a mixing bowl, and a like poster tube, which, I like it. And then like 3 food items, so I went with mustard, a milk container, like one of those little milk containers, and then soup. And now we're starting to get the good stuff. This is a little while ago in January. We've got a fork, a knife, and a spoon. And I like how these look. And then we've got, this is the first still life I did on YouTube. Cinnamon stick, tomato, banana, earmuffs. A bit of an odd combo. Not the best drawing, but I mean, I kind of like it. Bowl, saucer, and cup. I have drawn these 3 items so many times, and this is not the best, but I like it. And then after this, we have keys. And I actually really like this one. I hated it at first, but I've gotten to like it more. Another one that I've drawn already on YouTube. You can see my whole process behind this, but it's in the description. We had to create a boogeyman. If I redrew this now, I would do better, but I like it. Okay, now we're getting into the continual cuts. Stuff just, keeps happening. Anyway, after this one, we've got my eye that I drew in a mirror. And we had to draw like the area around the eye too. And I think I did a good job. And after that, a pair of shoes. I like it. After that, 3 objects that, like, I don't remember what the 3 had to be, but I did a battery, a charging box, and nail clippers. This section right here just needs to be improved, but everything else I kind of like. Then, yes, 4 snacks. And those were, I don't remember, but I drew them. And this is the first time I ever really did wrappers. And I think I did a pretty good job, because what you do is you draw like a dark line, and then you create a highlight next to it to make it look like the depth is changing. I'm gonna try a good example of that, or find a good example, like right here, and here, and here, and like really over here. And then, okay, this is, I don't actually know if I can show this on YouTube, because copyright things. This is a redesign of like a Caravan Palace album cover, and I used a bunch of their motifs from different album covers to try and create, a piece of fan art pretty much, and that was our assignment. So here's this one. If I get in trouble for this, I hope Caravan Palace doesn't sue me or anything. Yeah. I like, or maybe I could say this for educational purposes, because I am showing you my stuff. Entertainment, I don't know. I'm not making profits off it, so posting fan art, I guess. Yeah, let's call it that, fan art. Oh, this one is my all-time favorite drawing that I've ever done. This is the thinker with an owl head. We could pick an animal. I picked an owl because wisdom. And like, I really went into detail with the feathers and all that. Like, I think I did really good. I looked at all the highlights and stuff of the thinker, and like, I think I just did a good job on this one because I added a background and everything. I like it. I said I would do better on the mug. But yeah, here's a separate composition. This is what a book, a cup, a key, a keychain, oh, and a bottle. So keychain, yeah, I like this one. I started adding shading to these drawings, even though I wasn't supposed to, but what you gonna do? Okay, I also don't know if I can show this. More fan art. We had to redesign a cereal box, and I decided to do Crispix, and I wanted it to look like there was just a giant Crispix on the front cover with dark blue, but I didn't shade it right, and so it just looks wonky. 3 things that don't go together: paint container, weight, skateboard. I like it. Ooh, this is supposed to be a pillow, linseed oil, and a wallet. Wallet looks like a book. You can barely see the linseed oil, and these highlights are too sharp because the dark is too dark, but not awful. And then we get into my newest set from today and yesterday, which is this, a TV from the year 3000. And I was like, you know what, let's make it move around and have an adjustable height. And then you've got a little story at the bottom because I decided to add that. And then the one I did literally 2 minutes ago, which I'm not proud of at all, is 3 shoes, and it looks like a toddler drew it, but I was in a hurry. And now I'm working on more fan art, where I have to redesign the Pepsi logo on 2 different cans. And so I decided to go with like a smiley face. Yeah. Enjoy.